Hello, everyone. It's evening time here. 7:45. Yes. And suddenly the bug hit me. Let's do the video. Um, how's my retreat going? My spiritual retreat. Well, I went over to the house this morning and I looked at everything and I'm going, ugh, it's going to be so nice to have everything just put away in its place. Yes, I'm that kind of person. I like everything, every surface clean and things exactly where we was and I rearranged the dining room. Wow. It's the story of my life. Every time I start, and I got into some deep cleaning, like cleaning the baseboards really well and all that jazz, and yes, okay. And while doing that, I ended up going, oh, I could put it this like this and that, da 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 da. Yes, so, and I cleaned the whole kitchen. So, yeah, so there is that. Uh, and I'm eating out of my garden. Yes, my daughter, my oldest daughter, there's two of my daughters. They're together with their families on vacation right now, and she brought me this huge tomato. She says, "Mom, I really wanted to eat this myself, but I don't think we're gonna get to it. I don't want to take it with us. So here you are." And which this was her first one, right? That they picked, and it's she's kind of following in my footsteps, unbeknownst maybe, of giving the best that you get, the first that you get out of the harvest to someone else. Yes. Oh. Anyway, I almost already ate. It's a huge tomato. I love it with fresh with just a little salt and pepper on it. White pepper. I prefer white pepper, and it's a delicious tomato, just delicious. And knowing that my daughter grew it is even more so. Yes, it's just manna from heaven. Yes. Uh, then I got into picking herbs outside, and I had to move some, as you can see. These are mustard green seeds. Yes, and they're still drying. They're not quite ready to be pulled out yet, and so I had to move those because I picked a bunch of spearmint and a bunch of lemon balm that is drying now, and where that was anyway. Uh, Otherwise, I rested my legs. That was great too. Um, and something came to my mind. There's a pastor. I went to the church. It's a Pentecostal, I believe. I'm not sure now. Anyway, had some really nice experiences there, and ended up meeting. The son had taken over the ministry, and I ended up meeting the father. And I asked him this question. I said, why did you get into being a pastor? And he said, one simple sentence. He said, God called me to do that. Yes, it's that is that. That is the best absolute answer to to that question. And I feel the same when I make these videos. I God called me to do it. That's it. This is what I can still do. And God found the perfect place for me in my older age with some of the ailments that I have to still be of this amazing use. Yes, use. I don't feel used or anything. It's just, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Again, if people just listen. Yes, you don't have to be out there doing all these great things, which are great too, and people can do that. But there's so many other ways that God will call you to do something. Yes? Yeah. All right, let's get going here. Ooh, having a hot flash. Yes, evening time. It's a little more like sweat on my forehead. It is what it is. That's where the lemon balm comes in. So we are in the book of Ecclesiasticus 22. How appropriate. The idler. An idler is like a stone covered in filth. Everyone whistles at his disgrace. Uh, I never whistled at someone that, was kind of just not doing anything. I just wondered why they weren't doing anything. Sometimes I would ask. An idler is like a lump of dung. Anyone picking it up shakes it off his hand. Depends on what kind of dung it is. I mean, fertilizer. That's like our horse manure, and the chicken manure, and even the pig manure, and goat manure. It's great for the garden. So I never shook that off. I mean, yeah, these are except for the pigs. Otherwise, they're all animals that just eat plant matter, and their dung is not that bad. I mean, it's to handle. Just saying. Yeah. So again, okay, maybe okay. I mean, I understand it, but it's not a good example. Degenerate children. It is a disgrace to have fathered a badly brought up son, but the birth of any daughter is a loss. Wow. Okay then. A sensible daughter will find a husband, but a shameless one is a grief to her father. A brazen daughter puts father and mother to shame and will be disowned by both. An untimely remonstrance is like music at a funeral, but a thrashing and correction are wisdom at all times. It's good. All right. You know what? Ecclesiasticus, Ben, whatever you are, you just lost all graces in my eyes. Okay, whatever. I always found it interesting, and not since my age, I kind of grew up with boys just sow oats, but as a woman, if you were to do what men do, you're a whore. Right? Yes, yeah, or weird, yeah. Why doesn't it go the same way both ways? Somebody want to explain that to me? Just say. All right. Well, we know now where you stand with all that. Okay. Though I understand this kind of as well. Yes. I mean, I was the firstborn in my family, and I was a girl. And my dad was very disappointed. Very disappointed. Uh, and why my mom would even tell me that. But again, it's not like, it isn't as if that really uh, influenced my life or anything. Again, just hearing that though, I immediately, for me, it was always, when stuff like this comes up, I know that people out there, they take it so to heart. Then they live with it for the rest of their lives. There was one person one time that told me, I'm not sure. My mom told me that I was not the daughter of my father. And I said, what? Are you kidding me? Look at you. You're definitely one of them. Right? And I said, and she said, it's bothered me all my life. I always thought I'm not a part of the rest of my siblings per se, right? When it comes to that. And I said, wow. I said, what age do we live in? Go get a paternity test done. Why can't you do that? Dear Lord, why do you keep yourself in such suspense? Go and find out. And I said, I guarantee you that you are your father's daughter. Right? She did. She went and got a paternity test done, and guess what? Yep, she was one of them. She was one of the bunch. Just saying. Clear stuff up. Look, if it makes such a big difference in your life and keeps you okay. I'm just saying. And but with my father, in the way that he acted, and then my mom telling me, to me again, it was one of those. Wow, why do people do that? It wasn't. I didn't even really feel, even to this day. I know I have this experience again, so that I can give out there. Why are you so bothered by stuff like that? What you got to do is look at these people and go, wow, that's kind of sad. But does it have anything to do with me? It ain't my fault that I was born a girl, right? I mean, and the firstborn in my family. So my dad was so immature to not realize what he had on this daughter? Okay, so be it. Yes? Just saying. Go pray for people like that. I made peace with my father. Just saying. Yeah, found a way. I found a way. Great way, by the way. Yeah. So, just saying. But again, so here is Ecclesiasticus. This is thousands and thousands of years ago. This was written down. And what, men just take that kind of, even if people don't read the Bible, a lot of men out there, okay, I know a lot of men who love their girls, okay, love their daughters as they love their sons. Yes? But when it comes down to it, it's still running. That sentiment is still running out there. That men want a son. More than they want a daughter. Yes? It's very sad. And one needs to pray for people like that. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and my mom telling me there's a reason for that. So I could bring it up today. Yes? Kind of visit. There's nothing wrong with me. And I know that. I know that from the bottom of my heart. But sadly, there was something really, really wrong with my dad. Yes? He's sorry. He's in spirit world. Both of my parents are now. Anyway. Wisdom and folly. Teaching a fool is like gluing bits of pottery together. I had some pottery break, and I couldn't let go of it because they had, okay, some sentimental value or whatever, or rather going, there was my sister one time, she sent everybody a cup, all of my children a cup, all the way from Switzerland, a porcelain cup, and like, I think one of them was intact out of the 4, and 3 of them had broken, and I glued them back together. I didn't feel foolish doing that. And those cups were used and used and used. As far as I know, there's still some of them around at the farm for other things than putting liquids in it. Yes. And, but I couldn't toss them out. I just couldn't do it. I didn't have the heart for it. Well, anyway. So, again, I don't know. Teaching a fool is like gluing bits of pottery together. You are rousing someone who is besotted with sleep. You might as well talk to someone sound asleep. When you have finished, the fool will say, "What's up?" I'm probably going to read a little faster through it, the rest. I want to say something to that. Even if you feel like your words are falling on deaf ears, you've got to remember that everybody has ancestors. And even if the fool isn't listening, or you feel that your words of wisdom and guidance are falling on deaf ears, it might not be quite like that. Because all the ancestry that are around people here on earth may be listening. Yes? So you're not just ever talking to a person right in front of you, you're talking to their ancestries as well. And if they already have descendants, again, what transmits from spirit world to descendants? Yes? Just saying. Alright. Shed tears for the dead who has left the light behind. Shed tears for the fool who has left his wits behind. Okay. I don't know if I need to shed tears for them, but I definitely will pray for them. Oh, okay. Shed quieter tears for the dead who is at rest. For the fool, life is worse than death. Mourning for the dead lasts 7 days. For the foolish and ungodly, all days of their lives. Okay, you know what? I'm not. Do not waste many words on the stupid. Do not go near a dolt. What are you doing, Ecclesiasticus? You're spending a whole lot of words here on fools and dolts and I don't know what. Just saying. And I have to read it now. Beware of him or you will have trouble and be soiled by contact with him. Really? Okay, how about teaching them something? Keep away from him and you will have peace of mind and not be exasperated by his folly. Okay, you know what? Let's just read. What is heavier than lead, and what is its name if not fool? Sand and salt and a lump of iron are a lighter burden than a dolt. A tie beam bonded into a building will not be dislodged by an earthquake. So too, a heart resolved after due reflection will not flinch at the critical moment. A heart founded on intelligent reflection is like a stucco decoration on a smooth wall. Pebbles placed on top of a wall will not stand up to the wind. No more can the heart of a fool frightened at his own thoughts stand up to fear. Okay, read it. Friendship. I have nothing more to say to that. Prick an eye and you will draw a tear. Prick a heart and you reveal its feelings. I mentioned this to someone one time who came and was very unhappy in the relationship that they were in. And there was a bit of a there already had been several relationships that that person wasn't happy in, and when this one came around and I've seen the love that they had for each other to begin with, I said to that person, I said, you might want to start being careful, more careful, on how many hearts you intend to break during your lifetime. And I think that's a good advice to anyone out there. Hence, yes, uh, waiting for a person that then truly you want to be together with, rather than, oh, I'll try this one, I'll try that one, or whatever. Right? Give in to lust and desire is recommended. Because eventually we will have to take care of all the broken hearts we left behind. Just saying. Throw stones at birds and you scare them away. Reproach a friend and you destroy a friendship. Okay. If you have drawn your sword on a friend, do not despair. There is a way back. Oh, suddenly now. If you have opened your mouth against your friend, do not worry, there is hope for reconciliation. But insult, arrogance, betrayal of secrets, and a stab in the back, in these cases, any friend is lost. Hold on. You know what? Here again, I find it offensive when people come to me and say, I need to tell you something, but you can't tell anybody else. And I'm going, don't burden me like that. Why? So they can share their whatever it is. If it's it has to be kept a secret, most likely it's not a good thing. Okay? All right? Don't say anything at all. Don't burden your friends like that. That's wrong. I wouldn't do that. I don't remember ever doing that. Yeah. Anyway. So, okay. Anyway. I don't agree with Ecclesiasticus. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, but why, if you have good friends, don't do that. fix whatever, restore whatever is needed to do in order for secrets in your life to not have to exist. How's that? Then this would fall away. Win your neighbor's confidence when he's poor, so that you may enjoy his later good fortune with him. Oh wow, that's scheming. Stand by him in times of trouble, in order to have your share when he comes into a legacy. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. Wow. Fire is heralded by the reek of the furnace and smoke, so too bloodshed by insults. I shall not be ashamed to shelter a friend, nor shall I hide away from him. And if evil comes to me through him, everyone who hears about it will beware of him. Okay, that's the end of 22. I could say a whole lot to this. I find it interesting on how, again, I guess what we're gleaning a little bit out of this is on maybe how Ecclesiasticus was disappointed in some people around him, and yeah, what did he do? What did he do? With interestingly enough, my daughter and I, my youngest one, we talked about friends. And I have to say, all through my life, I'm not sure if I go along with the word friend. I have met so many people in my life, and I've embraced them all equally, I would say. But I didn't really have any per se expectations of them since I've been very young. Because I've told the story about sixth grade, and there were other things that happened there where I was because I came from a poor family, I was very easily replaced when someone found, yes, someone that was a bit more in their price range, just saying. But in a way, and again, because I would rather read than have any kind of social contact anyway, and you know, give in every once. Okay, just saying, it wasn't a big deal to me when that would happen. Again, I was going, oh, okay, more time for me to read, and whoops, now I know who you are, how you are. But again, as I said, I don't remember being hurt by it. I don't remember being I didn't feel betrayed, and I didn't feel abandoned. I just thought, again, said, wow, this is very interesting. Why would people do that to other people? That was always my thing. Why would people do that to other people? Is that the right thing to do? I don't think that's the right thing to do. So all through my life, I've met so many people, sometimes for just a very short amount of time, a few hours. And we'd had these amazing talks, this and that. And I pretty much knew, and they knew we'd never see each other again. Didn't matter. Somehow, now we know each other. Yes? So to me, it's more, I know you. I got to meet you face to face. I know your name. But I'm not attaching anything to it when it comes to on what is expected of a friend, as Ecclesiasticus here, yes, is expecting from people. Oh, so I wouldn't get disappointed. No, I just don't feel that way. That's not my kind of thing. So sometimes I don't talk to people that I know for many, many years. Sometimes just months, sometimes it's weeks, and then suddenly I feel like, oh, either they drop me a line or I drop them a line, and it's great. And I love it. I love it that way. I think that's the best way. And that is that. Yes? Yeah. Anyway, not sure if I kind of explained that in the right way, but my youngest daughter and I were both kind of on the same wavelength on, and it's difficult to describe. It's difficult to explain how that works when, first of all, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Yes? And it's usually the people walk away from me. I don't walk away from them. Because eventually I have to set some conditions of, well, these are the things that you can do around me, and these are the things you can't do around me. So if you want to continue doing certain things, then we might have to part until, yes. Anyway, so there is that. That's it. That's all I have to say today. I'm a little tired. I think you guys can tell. Yes, I did. I did quite a bit of work today. Um, one of the cats, of my son-in-law, so he wants to come now and stay here, and June won't have it. I think, I think Bagel's missing his owner. Anyway, I spent time with them too, and with all the animals. Yes, well, what do you do with fish? Right? Okay. And they can come over here and during the day, but they're all hunkered down over at the house now. Everybody's been fed. Everybody's had been outside, and everybody's safe till morning time. Yes. Okay. Well, I hope you all stay safe too. And may Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith, we made it another day. Yes, I hope you're doing okay. I need to drop you a line, don't I? Yes. Okay. And I will talk to you all. Oh, Eldridge, let's keep praying. And I will talk to you all another time.